friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk to you about why I sat down and made a master Google spreadsheet of all the makeup in my inventory. In a couple of videos I've showed you guys things like what I have in my current makeup collection. I've talked to you about my 2019 buying rules, but I hadn't talked to you about why I sat down painstakingly and literally typed into individual Google Sheets the different items in each of my makeup categories. So that I'd go ahead and share that with you today. And then I promise we will have less chatty videos and more just talking about product videos. So stay tuned for those. So as I was nearing the decision to put down all of these 2019 buying rules for makeup, and I wanted to show you guys my collection, I thought to myself, it was time for me to really start to look at how much usage of makeup I can get through in a year. I personally love to watch people's year-long makeup empties where they literally compile all their empties for the year and then show them. And even though I love watching them, I'm someone who never had an interest in wanting to film that myself. To me, just the idea of storing and keeping all of that used up product was just never very appealing to me. But I still wanted to be able to know for certain, and so I figured this was the best of both worlds. It would give me the ability to, one, know what I actually have, breakdown by breakdown, item by item, what's sitting inside a makeup collection. But two, it would also let me see over the course of the year how many products I decluttered, how many products I actually used up, and I think it would better educate me on one, how long it will take me to use up some of the items in my collection, but two, it will also help me thinking about things from a consumer standpoint, know realistically what I would want certain numbers to look like. Like for example, if I find over the course of this year that I go through, let's say 12 mascaras, I will know that basically once a month I use up a different mascara. And so that will let me understand that over the course of the year, it's realistic and okay for me to buy 12 mascaras because I will be able to use them. I'm not saying buy 12 all at once, but I'm saying that it's realistic for me to use them. Or if I say to myself, hey, I only got through 2 mascaras in a year, which would be very questionable, but let's say I did, then I would say to myself, well, gee, I have 10 other mascaras in my collection. So that means I either need to declutter all of those, or it'll let me know that it's gonna take me 5 years to use up all those mascaras, which is definitely not practical. And it would force me to do a really intense declutter and be able to then get my collection down to a reasonable amount. So that is the whole focus. So what my plan is that during the trash talk videos that you guys will see, I will start to put my spreadsheet down in the description box and I will start to update items that I either decluttered or items that I used up. And then at the end of 2019, I will go back through and do a review and a reflection of all the makeup I was able to use up, whether it be in a project pan, whether it just be on my own, using it on a regular basis, whatever the deal. I'll be able to really see what I got through in a year, and I'll also be able to track what I decluttered, because ultimately my goal is to get down to a more reasonable amount of makeup, because while I don't necessarily have the biggest collection, thank you for those of you who told me that, I also feel like I still have more product that I want, and I'm never going to be somebody who only ever owns one mascara or one eyeshadow palette. I at least want to feel like I can get good use out of a majority of products and not feel like a majority of things are just sitting there, which is where I'm at right now. So that was the reason for the spreadsheet. It was a lot of work, and I definitely am not sure I would have completed the project had I known that at the very start, but now that it's done, I'm really glad it exists. So to give you guys a rundown of how I did it, I basically sat down and have a master spreadsheet, and then I have a different tab or different sub-sheet underneath my makeup inventory for each category. So just like my makeup inventory where I showed you guys all of my setting sprays, for example, I made a setting sprays page and I listed all of them on there. My plan is also to, as I declutter or use things up, to add the price point of those items. That way I can see the value of how many items I decided to just throw away and the value of all the items that I actually used up. That part will be a little bit more painstaking than just logging the items as they were, but to me, it's worth it because I like to see numbers like that. I like to see things in monetary value. So I'm definitely on board for the work, even though it will be more challenging to keep track of. But that is my plan. I wanted to sit down and just talk you guys through it in case this idea interests you or in case you want to know more about why I went through the process of doing that. I would love to know from you if you actually give this a try. Let me know in the comments below. But aside from that, I look forward to talking to you guys more about some purchasing struggles of things I want to buy but won't, and also some discoveries in my collection. But that is it for me. I'll talk to you in my next video real soon. Bye.